Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie, and this is a list that I wanted to do. The list is in no particular order. It's about celebrity backup singers that is very popular artists who showed up in the songs of other popular artists back in the day. It's in no particular order, just artists I thought about as they came up in my mind. And rather than being informative, it's just a throwback. Like maybe something you haven't thought of in a while or something you probably forgot about. And maybe for some of you it could be new information. I don't know. Let's find out together. Shaka Khan and Steve Winwood's Higher Love. When that first chorus came up, my little bitty mind, because I was about maybe 7, 8, 9 years old back then, I went, oh my gosh, that's Shaka Khan. Along with my mother, I was a Rufus fan. I didn't know who Rufus was back then, of course, but I was a Rufus fan. I love the songs Tell Me Something Good and Sweet Thing. And when she branched off on her own with I Feel For You, we all know that that was her, okay? And plus she showed up in the song, the video for the song, rather. She showed up in the video for the song and she was very cute, spinning around in circles with her wild hair and her wild skirt. And just a very fun time in the 80s, man. I love Shaka Khan. I can't help it. She's a queen, absolute queen. Babyface and Madonna's Take a Bow. If you know who Babyface is and you've heard his songs in the 80s, then you know that this was a collab none of us knew we needed. It was a collab I definitely knew I didn't know I needed, but it worked. It's a very beautiful song, and they performed the song live together, which was something I didn't know until a few years ago. But they performed at the 22nd annual AMAs, American Music Awards. And when I watched the video on YouTube, I wasn't surprised, but it was just a very beautiful performance. I'll just say that. They sounded exactly the way they did in the record. But yeah, it worked. Prince and Sheena Easton's Sugar Walls. Most of us already knew about this. Prince wrote the song under the pseudonym Alexander Nevermind. He also performed guitars and synthesizers in the song. And so when you listen very closely to the background vocals, you can tell definitely, yep, that is absolutely him, even the higher parts. So yeah. And as a little fun fact, this song is number 2 in the PMRC's Filthy 15, only after Prince's Darling Nikki. Prince seemed like he was primed to take over that whole freaking list. I love that. You go ahead on them, Prince. Lenny Kravitz and Madonna's Justify My Love. Like Prince, Lenny wrote this song. The song was full of excerpts from his lover, his mistress, the woman he was cheating on Lisa Bonet with. Yeah. So even though the subject matter, well, not really the subject matter because we all know what I write, but how he came about the song pisses me off. I don't appreciate what he did to Lisa. And cheating is a very sore spot with me. But anyway, regardless of that, despite all that, I love the song. I love the song. I love the video. And you can definitely tell that's Lenny Kravitz's voice doing the backing vocals when you listen closely to it. Back then I didn't know, but as I thought about it years later and listened to the song and watched the video and stuff, yeah, that's definitely him 100%. Luther Vandross. Some of us say Vandross, but I think he pronounced his name as Vandross. So Luther Vandross and Stevie Wonder's Part-Time Lover. When you listen to it, I mean, we all know, those of us who are fans of Luther, we know his voice. So him doing that scatting in the background, we know that is 100% him. I was disappointed that he didn't show up in the video, but wasn't surprised. But to this very day, when that song gets stuck in my head, it takes everything within me not to break out dancing to a song that only I can hear, because I do that very often. And my kids will see me wearing headphones, because I'm always wearing headphones, and they'll be like, "What are you grooving to? What are you dancing to?" And I'll be like, "Nothing, just a song I made up in my head." And they'll just laugh and think that that's cute, because that's me. I'm adorable. But anyway, Michael Jackson and Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. We all know about that already. And a lot of us already know the background to this. They were playmates as kids when they could find time to play. And so years later, Rockwell approached his old friend and said, "Could you do the background vocals for me in this song?" And so Michael was like, "Give me 15 minutes or give me 30 minutes. And he went in, did it, came back out. And that's how that happened. And in this one, Michael Jackson, Eddie Levert, and Walter Williams, and Betty Wright. Eddie Levert and Walter Williams are in the OJs. Betty Wright was a popular artist in her own right. For those of you who don't know who she is, you may have heard her song. If you remember Color Me Bad, that was her song that they sampled, and the song was called Tonight is the Night. I'm surprised that didn't show up in the Filthy 15, but anyway. So yeah, I was surprised to find out just how many popular artists showed up in this song that I absolutely love by Stevie Wonder. The song is called All I Do. The song is on Stevie Wonder's album, Hotter Than July. I love that album. I've loved it since I was a little kid, and I love this song. But I didn't know until years later who the background singers were. But when you listen closely, you can especially make out Michael's voice. It's very quiet and very subtle. But then when you think about it, it's like, yeah, that's definitely early Michael. But Eddie Levert and Walter Williams, Betty Wright, yeah. When you listen very closely, very, very closely, especially in the bridge of the song, you can hear it. You can definitely hear it. The last one is Janet Jackson, which I thought is very cute, and Michael Jackson's P.Y.T. Pretty Young Thing on his Thriller album. I thought it was cute. Ever since I first heard about it, this was just a cute idea for me, a very cute idea to me, that she is the pretty young thing singing in his song. He used his sister's voice, and years later they reunited, as if they needed to reunite, right? They reunited in 2300 Jackson Street, and then they reunited again in 1995, I believe it was, for the song Scream, which was a collab that we all knew that we needed. So that's my list. I hope you all enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments if there's anything I missed, let me know. But I'm gonna go. You will find my Cash App, PayPal, and GoFundMe in the links for donations. If you would help me out, it would mean a great deal to me. Every little bit helps. And if you would like to be a part of this tribe, hit the subscribe button, no matter what generation you are from. Let me say that again, no matter what generation you are from, I would be so glad to have you. Hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.